Phantom Sounds Production. What up, sound?
Let's do those juice boxes. I'm not seeing my box right here again. Let's do those juice boxes. I'm not seeing my box, y'all. Let's see those juice boxes in the comments, y'all. Let's see your emoji in the comments. Drop 'em. Hello, y'all, and welcome to the Red Room Talk, y'all. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Jen. The Red Room Talk is a show about love, intimacy, and interpersonal relationships, including self, to erase different social stigmas. We are here to have candid discussions and cut through the stigmas to show that in the end, no matter your background, we all have commonalities when it comes to matters of the mind and the heart. Nothing is off the table in the Red Room Talk. Last episode, if you missed us, that's okay. You can find us on YouTube by clicking the link in my profile and subscribing. Last episode, we discussed love, but this week we're going to discuss dating and streaming. With this week's topics is all fair in love and streaming. Tonight in the Red Room, we have an all-star cast for you. We have G-Way, Noe, we have Top Badge FDT, we have Cutthroat, we have Wyatt Matter. Let's find out how the panel feels about love and streaming. Please stick around, all of you, to the end. We will need you later in the show. But before we get started, all that I ask is you keep your mind open and your language clean. First things first, I'm going to let you guys in the box introduce yourself, and then we will get started. Go ahead and hit that plus sign, y'all.
What up, though? What up, though? What up? What up, though? What up, though? What
Hold
up?
on, just turn my red light on.
Go ahead. Whatever you want to do.
You know where you at, man?
It's the
Nobody else got a
railroad.
red light on. Ain't nobody else got a red light, so I ain't gonna turn it on. I said my nigga G-Way.
Yeah, right. I'm staying the red light. I'm staying the red light.
All right, well,
Why
you're gonna have to try it again. Try again one more time. You kept rolling. Well, we will get started. As always, we are polite here in the Red Room, so we're going to let the lady introduce herself first. Tell us about anything you got going, any content you have coming up, or anything you got going on.
Okay, well, might matter. I'm here every day, just about around 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Unless I am doing a show. Thank you so much. Unless I'm doing a show. Wednesday nights, I'm officially featured now, 11 p.m. Eastern. Found a Way with Wyatt Matter, where we take the unconventional and we have our guests explain the perks and benefits of their unconventional relationships or lifestyles and how they found a way to make it their norm. And then I will be hosting my first ever auction, the Sweetheart Auction, on February 18th in celebration of my birthday. You guys can still send an entry if you guys are interested until February 11th.
Awesome.
My nigga got the purple light on. My nigga got the purple. What up, bro?
Next, we have the not so politically correct top badge, Oologist, aka FDT. Let us know about what you got going on the app.
I know ologist. I thought about it today. Everybody is an ologist in something. That's the word of the day. That's all I got to say. Everybody's an ologist in something, and I don't got nothing going on. I lost my job like last week, so if y'all want to send me money, Cash App is weallwegot.com. So that's what I got.
Not weallwegot.com. Good Lord. We all we got.
Yeah.
All of y'all in the comments, do remember this is a feature show, even if you don't. What you got going on, Cutthroat?
Man, what's up, man? I'm Cutthroat Slim, man. Y'all can catch me when y'all catch me, man. I'm smooth and cool, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn my red joint on too.
I'm
Don't turn it on now. Nah, don't turn it on now. I asked him to turn it on. Nah. I asked him to turn it on. He would have got. Oh, nah. Ain't nobody got it on but T-Way. I ain't got it on but T-Way.
It was a follow-up. G-Way, what you got going on in the app?
Man, I got a lot going on, man. Make sure y'all tune in. I got something going on almost every night of the week. If I ain't doing something, I'm in somebody else's live. But definitely make sure y'all pull up for Getting Lit on Thursdays, Red Room Talk here on Saturdays, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure y'all pull up for the feature work, definitely. But I got something going on every night, man. Y'all pull up, man. I guarantee you. I got a night that you'll like. Just pick one. I'm dead.
Well, I am your host, Jen and Juice. You can find me here every what? I gotta hear y'all say it. Every Saturday. Saturday. At 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you don't find me on Saturdays, you can find me every Tuesday on Cut the Beat with G-Way at 10 p.m. We got every Thursday at 9 p.m. with King of Diamonds, my number one bubble right there. Make sure you hit him with a fave. We do Getting Lit Studios Productions here at Red Room and Getting Lit. So make sure y'all tap in with those. But beyond that, you can catch me late nights, early mornings, and somewhere in between. Just follow my social media, my YouTube, my Instagram, and find me on there and see what I got going for the week. But we're gonna jump right in. So tonight we're gonna talk about Is All Fair in Love and Streaming, and we're talking about this because, as you know, on this app as streamers, sometimes you get into a situation. You know, you can find someone who you fancy a little more than a streamer, and then you have a situation. Okay, that's what we'll call it, a situation where you end up finding someone attractive and you engage with them, and then you are what you call dating. So what I'm going to ask as the first question is, could you date a streamer, or have you?
Having could. They just gotta have understanding. Like you gotta set those boundaries or those limits that you find offensive. You know what I mean? Like a stream is a stream. Whatever my partner is doing in their stream, that's their business. But when it comes from my thing where I get over it is when you take it outside of the stream. There's no reason why you should have any type of communication off the app. Unless there's something you already were communicating with prior to me, then I can't knock you for whatever relationships you build on this app.
Spoken like a true unicorn. Spoken like a true unicorn. No other female on this app's gonna do that. You know
Right.
I was
that.
This
telling
female
you.
does. They just have a
I
problem with
was
what I do on my
telling you.
stream, and I don't do
No,
much.
it's spoken like a
Well,
true queen. What a unicorn you are, woman. What a unicorn you are. I had to throw that
I
out
feel
there.
like I ain't date no chicks on the app, but I blaze them on the app. But I think they be thinking sometimes I be dating, but I don't think I really dated nobody on the app. I don't think I dated nobody on the app like officially.
That happens though. That does happen.
Huh?
That does happen. Like you'll
Yeah.
just be talking and they think that you're a whole couple.
Right. Right. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. According to the app, we
yeah.
smashing everybody. Everybody. Anything moving, walking, breathing, we smashing everybody.
Everything.
According to that.
Everything.
Everything. Like everything. Like, she said hi. Yeah, I had her last night. You know what I'm saying? Like, golly.
Like the number of
Right.
people that thought that I smashed my number 4.
Oh, yo, 1 through 10, we've smashed like 2, 3 times over. Like, if it's the opposite sex, yeah, it's definitely in there. It's automatically said for some reason.
It's in there, yeah. And don't let it come take your number one bubble. Don't let it
Oh
take your
no.
number one bubble. Oh
Oh
yeah,
nah.
you might fuck her.
I
Oh,
dated
yeah.
and
what?
he was my number 1, and we never hit. He never got to hit because I was pregnant with somebody else's baby. We entered the relationship while I was pregnant.
What he had hit?
Hey, there
But we
ain't
lived
nothing
together.
wrong
We
with
we fit. We lived together and all that stuff. We just didn't make it to be able to smash. That's it.
Whoa, hold on, Jen. Hold on,
Wait a
Jen.
minute.
Hold
How
on.
you live? Whoa. How long
Hold
y'all
on,
was
wait
living
a
together
I
for?
second.
pregnant with somebody else's baby. He met me when I
How
was
long y'all was
pregnant.
living together for?
It was a month and a half of us living together. Then he went out of state, and he was supposed to come back, but I ended up having the baby early while he was gone, and it was just a whole bunch of miscommunication. I wasn't paying for another flight. I paid for too many flights for you to come back. You better find your money for your flight when you come back.
Okay, heard you.
Hey.
I wasn't paying for another
Well,
flight.
to answer the question for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, yeah, I have. You know what I'm saying? I am. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? You can do that. You know, that's all I'm saying. That's my input, and I'm gonna pass the mic. You feel me? Yeah.
I'm gonna pass the mic.
Yeah, I'm just saying, cause like my ass is just yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like get smooth smack to it. I ain't gonna do too much.
Right. I get it though. That nigga from DC. I ain't know what that nigga.
Anyway, y'all, the next part of the question is: if your relationship is long distance, how long should it take you to meet?
Sheesh.
That
I'm gonna
it
give it
depends on the situation. That depends on the
Yeah.
situation. That
You're
definitely
I'm
not.
gonna
depends
give
on
it
the
6 months.
situation.
I'm gonna give it
This
6
is my
months.
new rule for 2023. You're not in a relationship if you haven't met yet.
Wow,
If you
I
haven't,
agree with
if
that
you
one.
haven't physically met yet, you're not in a relationship. That's my new rule for 2023. I'm not claiming
I
nobody's
agree with
person
that.
to see me face
I
to
agree
face.
with that.
I'm done with
I
it.
agree with that to a degree. I
No,
agree
that's
with that
good.
to a degree.
That's
You know
real
what I'm saying?
shit.
Unless y'all really unless both parties are making an agreement. You know what I'm saying? To that. That's the only other way
Yeah.
outside of that. You know what I'm saying? That's the only other way outside of that is if both parties enter to an
Nah, I've had a
agreement.
situation where me and the other party agreed, and he found an excuse to
Well,
stop
that
dealing with
beef
me
is
and went and
ugly as
started
I don't
dealing
know
with the
what.
next chick. So
Oh, I mean, well, I
I
mean,
don't claim
that's on him though.
nobody
That's
that ain't
that's
physically
him.
in my face.
He
I
was
can't
gonna
do
do
it.
that regardless anyway though. At the end of the day.
There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying? He was
But
gonna
he
do
was
that regardless
he was
anyway.
very blatant. He was like, "I'm yours and you are mine," and then he found the first excuse he could find to let me go and move on to the next one that
So
he
it's
already had in
No,
the
hold
bag.
on. What
so
was
it's
it?
Karantina and Keisha.
Huh?
So what was?
I said so it's Karen. Oh my, go ahead, bro.
Oh no, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say so it's Karen, Tisha, and Keisha.
Oh, so what
You know what
excuse
I'm saying?
he told you to let you go? What excuse did he give you?
It was a dude I was talking to prior to him re-entering my life, and that guy stopped, kind of. He was trying to be a gentleman. He would block me. He got drunk, and then so that he wouldn't in me any type of way. But then I guess this one day he walked into my stream and he just wanted to release his feelings. He had finally opened up and told me how he felt and what he wanted to say. And then he walked into my stream and he was just going on and on and on about having sex with me and things like that. We found it funny, like on my live. So we're cracking up, we're having a good time. Like I wasn't giving him no response. I was laughing. And I
Yeah.
guess the guy walked in and seeing that conversation. So he was like, you could have respectfully turned him down. And I was like, he's never done that before. I didn't know how to react. He was funny. Like we thought we
Yo,
were
he
cracking up.
was horny that day, huh? He was horny, huh?
Well, he
Right.
Anyway,
One of them days.
anyway,
You
D-Ray,
got one of
how
them
long
days.
do you think it should take you to meet? How long do you think it should take to meet? And could you date a streamer?
How long do I think it should take you to meet? I mean, as long as it's necessary. I mean, it depends on circumstances. You might not be able to meet. Y'all might not, you know what I'm saying? Like financially, y'all both might not be in a place to where y'all can afford to meet at the time. Y'all might be having both families. You know what I'm saying? Stuff going on, birthdays, holidays, stuff like that. So I mean, if you're willing to take the time, there's no time limit on it. If it's
Damn.
real, it's real in my opinion. And what does it take to date a streamer? A communication. Because at the end of the day, if you met
No,
me on here
could you date a streamer or have you?
talking,
That was the other part.
No, she said, could you date a streamer? She
uh,
said, could you date
Or have
could
you?
I date a streamer? We've
or
had,
have you?
if we can have understanding, I have, but it has to be understanding. It didn't work because we didn't have understanding. You see, because we can't have a relationship on here as well
Exactly.
as you know what I'm saying? You differentiate the two because at the end of the day, now all of a sudden you worried about what I'm saying on my live stream when all actuality you ain't even cooked breakfast this morning. You know what I'm saying? But we worried about what's going on live.
Yeah,
You
cook
know what I'm
that
saying?
breakfast.
He said, you
What
ain't even
happened in
cooked breakfast
reality?
this morning.
You missed breakfast. You know
Shorty,
what I'm
you
saying?
talking
Like
too much and you ain't cooking no eggs, Shorty. You talking too
right,
much,
right,
Shorty.
right. I'm hungry and you want to complain about
Right.
streaming?
That's facts, my nigga.
What
No
about
bullshit,
streaming?
though. Hey, I hear you on that.
But nah, you gotta have communication, man. If you is gonna date a streamer and you are a streamer that's interested in a streamer, you gotta have an understanding and you gotta have that line. You know what I'm saying? You both gotta have that line. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? I think it could work, but if you ain't got communication in that line, that shit ain't gonna work. That shit gonna be ugly, quick. Both of y'all live streams gonna be fuck. I mean, excuse me, messed up. But yeah,
I
my
got it.
bad, my bad.
He was passionate, guys. He was talking about something else.
What's on the
So
hot?
could I date a streamer or have I? Yes and yes. I have dated a streamer. Could I date a streamer again? It would have to be someone who has like complete understanding and patience, someone who is not opposed to reassuring your partner, because if you can't give reassurance to your partner, if you can't give the same energy back as far as like respect and all those things, I couldn't. You would have to have like complete respect for your partner. It would have to be open communication, understanding, and if I say she gotta go, she gotta go.
She gotta go. She gotta go.
Just say it.
Right.
But anyway,
Kill.
and how long should it take to meet? I think that's kind of up to your discretion, but I feel like it should be as soon as possible, because you don't want to wait 6 months to meet this person and realize they're nothing like you thought they were. You don't want to wait a year and realize they're not compatible in the bedroom. You don't want to wait 6 months and realize they're a piece of crap. You know what I mean? Like, you would rather like see that in physical in person. Now, yes, it's great. I will say that what I love about like even online or like relationships, we have to talk first. What I think is good about that is the fact that you have to take the time to get to know someone mentally on a mental level to see if you're even compatible in the mind. But what can happen is you have people who are like really good at conversation. They have the gift of gab, they can talk, but those words, when you're really attracted to someone in that lust stage, can become a little skewed, because then now I'm finding out you're not the person you said you were. You're not this person. You're something totally different, and then you get yourself stuck in a place where like, dang, I just came all the way here and you're nothing like you said you were. Because on here, a lot of people come as a character or like an act. To see the difference between people like me is I get on here and I'm myself from the moment that I turn that screen on. Now, do I show you guys everything? No, because there has to be some sense of anonymity for myself. But I feel like it shouldn't take that long. You should meet as soon as possible to see if that it's even like physically there, or that you guys intermingle, see how they are when they're drunk, see how they treat their mother. If they have kids, are they a good parent? Like those type things you got to see before the relationship can really grow.
Do you cook breakfast?
Anyways, if you're just rolling out, that's okay.
Right, you
We
heard
have
what
so
we
much more
said.
to come. We just
Do you?
discussed, could you date a streamer or have you? And then we asked about distance and how long it takes. He goes, but now I want to talk about dating in the streaming world. So we kind of just talked about, how if you would date a streamer and when you should meet, but let's talk about what comes next. Because once you start talking with someone and you're catching the feelings and the vibe is there and you want them to be a little boo thing and you always in their number one and you just love them and want them. But what comes next? What comes next is commitment, right? Not the basement, because that's where they rub lotion on the skin. Or you use the hose again.
Thank you, Daniel.
That was a
Daniel.
joke. Okay,
What?
that was a joke. That was a joke,
Lord.
But I feel like when or should you be open about your relationship in your stream? Like once you've gotten there, now you're labeling each other as your boo thing, and now you're together. When or should you be
No.
open about your relationship in your stream?
That's whenever
Never.
both parties feel like they want to do that. At the end of the day, for me, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
at the end of the day, it's
No.
like this. If
You're
you're already in
getting
a
the
relationship,
money.
you should already know how to go accordingly in your stream. Let me say it
I
like
say,
that. You know what
I
I'm
say
saying? So it's
never.
like you ain't
Never.
you either don't gotta
No.
say nothing or you can say something. It all depends on, you know what I mean, how both parties wanna do
Nah,
that.
facts.
At the end of the
Facts.
day, that's how I feel.
Misunderstood does
You know what I
not
mean?
need to be said.
And
And
that's
it,
that
and
too
it,
though, because we might need to be understood though. You feel what I'm saying? So like I say, it all depends. Like I
Shit.
say, it's all depending on the
I,
situation.
I see what
You know
he's
what I'm saying?
saying.
I'm gonna
Might
make the
be.
bar understood though. Like it is
I
what it
need that
is. You know what I'm saying? Because like
conversation.
at the end of the day, I got mine. So you know what I'm saying? You looking for yours, you can go find yours, but you might not find it here, y'all. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm.
I get it.
Yeah,
I
man.
get it though. I get it. I
Like,
get it.
I feel him, man.
I need
My
that
you know what
shit.
I'm saying?
conversation.
Like, that is what it
I'm
is.
straight genuine.
I
Ain't
can't
none
call
of your
something unless
friends'
we
business.
talk.
Nah, I see what he's saying. He like, yo, if both parties agree, like, but I see what you're saying. Why we gonna say on here? You gonna fuck up my gifts though, kinda.
Not really
Exactly.
though.
Hmm.
Not really though, because if you respect
Man,
it, you're gonna respect it. And like I say, I don't need nobody around me that don't respect the game. You know what I'm saying? At the
Yeah,
end
I
of the
feel you.
day, like I say, you
true.
if you gifted me just because you trying to get this dick, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You might as well stop gifting me.
Damn.
Oh, excuse me, my bad. Excuse me, my
Nah,
bad. But
nah, nah,
yeah.
nah. It's red room. It's
I
And
red
vice
room.
versa. And
He
vice
said,
versa though. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
I just need that
"Oh,
conversation. We
SVP."
need that understanding that this is something where we're both committed. If we never have that conversation, it's gonna stay exactly where it's at. I have plenty of people that have pursued me, gotten my number, and we do the whole flirting game. Yeah, we gift each other a little bit and all that stuff, but it dies off. Why? Because me personally, I need that communication.
Nah, shout out to the females that
feel
be
that.
needing communication. Yo, that's my number one flaw, I think, is communication and consistency. Consistency. A female always want a nigga to be consistent, but I be like, yo, man, it's consistency, man. I gotta speak to you every day, all day type shit. But I
That's
like it
love
now.
at
Yeah,
first sight.
I like
because
it.
you
I like
got
it
you
though.
got to communicate. It's
Yeah,
communication, bro.
I
You
like
know
it.
what I'm
I
saying?
like
At
it
the end
though.
of
Guys,
the
I've
day.
been walked out the door.
Right.
Like you gotta think about it like this. If you got a partner and you build it with your partner, you gotta communicate with your partner,
Right.
Slim, on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Don't you want to know how your partner feeling? What's going on with your partner? You know what I'm
She
saying?
gotta
And
be.
things of that
She
nature,
gotta be
and
my
vice versa.
partner
You know
though.
what I'm saying?
That label gotta be my partner though.
For sure.
Okay.
She can't just be any chick. I'm like, just any chick you're talking to. Nah, it gotta be my partner. Gotta be all my friend, of course. But females don't like friends either. Females don't like shit, man. But yeah.
Be that random diamond in the rough. Because I had an ex who had a best friend over all the time, would go live, and she would plop her happy ass self in his lap. And I'm sitting here like, I can't say nothing because nobody knows that we're together. So I'm looking like, you know, and I'm watching, and I'll be bursting, I'll be in the box myself. I just see this girl just plop herself in his lap, and I'm like, what? You know, and then I let it go for so long, I couldn't say anything. So after we broke up, I finally said something, and he was like, "Why didn't you just say anything?" But you know that's how she is. I'm like, If she knew that me and you were something, then there's no reason for her to be.
So why you didn't say nothing? Why you didn't say nothing to him offline?
They were drinking, and I just kind of felt like I don't want to look like that girl that is just jealous because she plopped herself in her lap that once or twice because you guys were drinking. So I try to be understanding, but it always it gets back at me. I'm just too understanding.
That's a fact. That's a fact. What y'all said down there.
So I feel like, and do you have any more input on this, GUA?
I'm enlightened to see what you have to say.
You already said it's none of your friends' business.
Exactly, Dana.
I'm gonna be honest. I need someone to love me out loud. I don't want to be nobody's dirty little look. You're my little secret. No, I don't want to be nobody's little secret. And I think if you are business minded and you know what this is and this is how you make money, then you utilize your relationship to build and add on to, right? Start doing content together, do a couple show, get in there, get the money together. Like, that's how I feel like if you're going to do this and if you're going to be in a relationship, the only way to really fully respect each other, because some of these heifers don't care anyways. They're going to still try to come at you. Let's be honest.
And those
that happens to dudes too. Dudes too are not going to respect the relationship.
That's why I never put it out there. I feel like when you're in it for so
they
long,
almost like put it out in the forefront more so. But I feel like at the end of the day, people are going to find out just off of your vibes working with each other or being in a stream together. People are going to know. You're really not hiding it. Now you look like goofy because now you're
2 million in a matter of almost.
Look goofy because then now you're hiding the person who you say that you love, but you're hiding them. So is it that really, like, do you call that love, like, just for what, $1? Like that right there?
About how
like,
you see how females
money is above all for people.
That go back to what I said earlier though, Jen. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give me if you think you gonna get this meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, Mo, because it ain't even that type of party. Like,
you gotta put the word hiding on it. You gotta put the word hiding on.
Okay, but that's fine. But that's other people labeling you. See, I don't care what people think about me and anything I got going on, because at the time that's something I wanted. Do you see what I'm saying? So I don't regret anything that I've ever done, and nor could anyone really judge me, because let's be honest, we all have a chapter we don't like to read out loud. I think the more that we start being real about who we are and what we want and sticking by what we want, the more that we'll stop judging each other and start like supporting each other in whatever decisions it is that we make. If you are coming in here solely because you are physically attracted to me and you think you're going to get some, you're sadly mistaken anyways, even with or without a man.
Ooh.
So let's get that clear.
Oh, nobody smashing Jen, huh?
On the other hand, you can phase me. You know what I'm saying? I'm single. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I got a career. I drive trucks. You can phase me all day. I'm here every night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You wait 2 days, no way. You feel me?
No way. That's why he says that I'm the no way. Okay, no way. But no, I feel like if you can't be open with me, like, you should utilize your relationship to make more money. If you're gonna be a couple, that's why you see, not to bring up name, but Jamila Joy and her husband, like, they work together on here as a team and they uplift each other, they accent each other. That is beautiful to me. Mm-hmm. They work together, like, they get money, and never do you see either one of them jealous over each other. They work together, they'll be on shows together, they create content. That is what you like. If that you're going to be
work for some people,
make it work for you.
It works for some people.
It's gonna work regardless, bro. Like, this is the thing. It's gonna work regardless, because, like I say, the real is gonna fuck with it. Fake
As
is not.
Taking
long
separate
as
life.
You
you
don't want the
got
fake around you, him anyway, in
communication,
the first place.
anything
You
is
know what I'm saying?
possible. You
And
got
that's
that
what it where it
communication,
comes
you can
boils
take
down
over
to.
the
You have
world.
to not just communicate. Let's not just communicate, but effectively communicate. Are you both getting it? Are you both understanding? And you both come to the
Mm-hmm.
same conclusion? Because if you're both on two opposite sides of the spectrum and one wants to be out and the other one doesn't, one is going to feel very out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just have to be on the same page and have that communication. Yeah. So
True.
I feel like I guess when it's up to your discretion if you do or you don't. But if you don't, then you both have to really fully agree on it or discuss it with enough time to really come to that conclusion and know what you're getting into if you do or if you don't. And if you
Thank you,
don't,
Zena.
then there has to be that communication beyond. And then, like I think was it Wyatt, you had said earlier that if you have communication with new folks that they don't get your number, if you, unless this is someone you had already previously had friendships with or something, and this is something you've already built. But should new people come in and start getting in that deep of the opposite sex? Heck no. But you can have people know but still keep your relationship private. They don't have to know whether your home is happy. Because I could tell you, I was in a 6-year horrible relationship, and I no Facebook. None of them never knew. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really about you and your
You
maturity
keep your
level and
business your
what
business.
you guys agree on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you definitely keep your business, but you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You keep the bar understood at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
I'll help you when you get it wrong and help you get it right off live, even if you're wrong. You know. But anyway, if y'all are just pulling
Mm-hmm.
up, you haven't missed much. We still have a lot more to discuss. We discuss dating in the streaming world. When or should you be open about a relationship on the stream? But now I want to dig a little deeper into dating a streamer and boundaries. As we were just kind of talking about what's okay, like how I just said, no one after the fact of talking and communicating or getting to know each other, should any new person get your number, should any new person be introduced off the live. I feel like that's kind of where this kind of goes or falls under. But if you've ever dated a streamer, is there a line? What is considered doing too much?
I ain't never dated a stream,
What would
so I
you
don't know.
consider doing too much,
Okay,
or
say
what would
that
you,
again.
or
Say
the
that again. Say that
if you've
again.
ever dated a streamer, is there like a line? What do you consider doing too much? And then
Where do
what
you
do you
draw the line at when dating a
where do you
streamer?
draw the line?
Yo, some chicks you can't even. Yo, I don't know, man. I can't even never mind.
You know where the line at. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
line is respect my situation. At the end of the day, that's the line. You know what I
But
mean?
the
So
mother,
it's like if you ain't gonna
but
respect
females
it,
always
then yeah.
cross lines. Females always cross lines. It's gonna be that female that cross that fucking line, man. Always. Shout out to the
Yeah,
line
I wouldn't
girls.
say
I'll
that.
put
You
it
know
this
why?
way.
Because
I'll put it this way. There
Damn,
was
I
not
wouldn't
cross
say
somebody
that.
the
that
I
I
say
was
we
line.
I say
talking
we
to.
cross the lines more than females for real.
There was somebody I was talking to
yeah,
at one
fact.
point, and we were nothing. We were not a couple. We were nothing like that. We talked for a little bit, and then we just stayed friends. Like I didn't push it further. He didn't push it further. And there was this girl. I went to go get a tattoo done by him. So he was live, but they didn't know that I was there. They didn't know it was me. So she was in the live trying to figure out who was there, and she realized it was me. Because eventually, after he finished the tattoo, he had me get on camera and show that like I met him in person, things like that. She hit me up about a week later crying, talking about all this love she had for this man. She really wanted to be with him, all this stuff, and then told me that they were intimate at
Damn.
his tattoo studio. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, that don't mean nothing to me. She's like, well, what are you? I'm like, we're just friends. And she kind of like, and then she stopped crying. She's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, keep him. Like, it ain't nothing like that. But
Damn.
because our relationship was so close, she thought that me and him were an item, and I'm like, no. Like there are a lot of people in his life who thought that we were something, and I'm like, no, we're not. And
Damn.
I didn't want to put him out there because he pissed me off that night because he was drunk, and I was just like, they're not married. He lives with his baby mama.
Oh, you was
She in
mad
the
that
house. She in the house. Go
He just put his
look. Show up to his
whole
doorstep.
business out there in the street.
I
Dang,
did.
Oh
bro.
wow. Oh
I
wow.
said she in the
Dang, put
house.
him
Go
on
look.
blast.
But
Wow.
that's where it's like you got to remember people are sneaky, especially women. Any man that's ever been interested in me and kind of shows it, or I show any type of entertainment towards him, the females that like that dude always, always, always sneakily try to make themselves known. So me personally, that's why I just don't discuss it in the streams. There's no reason for anybody to know what we got going on.
Facts. Y'all,
So that's where I draw my line. Like, there's no reason for you
y'all
to go and talk to these people off the app, and there's no reason for us to expose what we got going on because all the drama's gonna come in.
Saturday night.
why add extra people? Because somebody ain't gonna like it. Somebody ain't gonna like it. Somebody ain't gonna
Believe
like
me,
see that.
y'all, there's so many people Wyatt Matter has talked to on this app. You would have no idea that we have each other's number and we've talked.
Oh, you a pimp.
You would have no idea.
You sound like a pimp.
I have so many pictures. I have so many videos. I have receipts.
Let her loose, gotta let her loose.
Look, one of the people out here, like somebody just tried to tell me that he said that he never dated me, that I was just a girl obsessed with him. I came onto some money and I tricked out on him. I said no. You want to see these text messages? I have messages of him spilling his guts to me, saying he wanted to marry me, and I thought he was doing too much. He said, "When I come to California, can we go get married?" Nah. I keep receipts of everything I do. Everything. When you get a new girlfriend, you better make sure that she changed your number because I got receipts.
You say dragons, marriage.
You niggas
I keep track of everything.
Playing a cold game.
Yo.
Trying to get a golden. You saying stuff like that, boy.
She said, "Now hold on, I got receipts."
I'm a force to be reckoned with. I'm sorry.
Yo. Damn, nigga, yo, it is what it is, man.
So what do you think is the hardest part about dating a streamer? What do you think is the hardest part?
I don't think it's a hard part, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's a hard part.
Y'all's faces right now is like priceless. Can I just say it?
Oh,
Like,
I
agree with him. I don't think it's a hard part. Yo, it's what you make it. So it's all what you make it.
It is.
Right. I don't think it's a
streamer
hard
is
part.
not for the weak. If you're not mentally prepared for what you're about to endure, then
if you ain't self-confident, don't do it. Don't do it.
You
gotta
be mentally prepared for that.
Right there.
Yeah.
Now, if you got low self-esteem, it's a problem.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't
do it. You off the break.
I would tell you that quick.
That's facts. We all agree.
On that one, hell yeah.
You the jealous type. You demand your shit. Nah, do not date a streamer. No, unless you are prepared to pay whatever that streamer is streaming and making. It's not for you. Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
That's one thing. If you want me to quit streaming, then you better. What? See, God knew what he was going to say was not right. Okay.
God said nope.
Don't do it.
What's the hardest part? What do you think is the hardest part, Dewey? Just
about dating a streamer? Trusting them. I mean, that's easy. Trusting them. You know what I'm saying? Believing in that what they're doing. If you're dating a streamer, believing that what they're doing is in the best interest of you and them. I think that's the hardest part. No matter what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
believing in at the end of the day, oh, this is coming back to us. This is coming back to we. We are in this together. You know what I'm saying? That's the hardest part. You know what I'm saying? But because some people lose sight of that. Like, oh, what does she talk about? What does she mean? You got people that get on your stream and be like, I'm going to text you. I'm going to call you. And they mean they're going to hit you on Instagram.
Oh, I hate that.
No, dang well, you ain't got my number, like, at all. Like, I'm going to call you. No, you're not. You're going to hit me on Instagram. You ain't got my number.
And that's what I mean, but there are sneaky females. There are females that will call your phone or they'll say when you're getting ready to get up, okay, well, I'm gonna call you because they want it to be known that they have access to you off of this app. And that's why I said, if I'm dating you and you're a streamer, it needs to be clear that you have no access to these people off of this app. And if they're gonna call you, it's gonna be Instagram.
And see, look, if we don't have a title, you better hush your dang mouth because you're gonna put yourself on a one-way ticket out of my life and out of my life, okay? Mm-hmm. If we don't have a label, don't say nothing. We don't talk. I don't know you. I don't know you. If we don't talk like that, if you don't got my phone number, even if you have my phone number, if we don't have a title, it's like driving a car without a title. it ain't yours. Okay, this is not yours.
You done lost the red light and everything. Dang, dang, no, it's the tide and went out on me.
Nah, bro.
You done
He
lost
done,
the
Nigga
red
he
light
crying.
done
and
outed
everything.
him and everything. But make
Oh,
sure y'all
yeah,
have,
Dang.
make sure y'all stick around for later in the show. But I feel
Oh.
like the line is whatever you make it, whatever you're comfortable with. I know that I'm not comfortable with somebody being all sexual all the time on my man, okay? And you're not checking them. You can check them respectfully without letting them know you're even in a relationship if that's what you choose not to do. Just say, hey, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. Or are you married? Yeah, to the game. Or like just it's a way of diverting people's
Oh, I'm
attention
married.
or just ignoring it all completely.
Might
If
as
they
well be
keep
understood.
proceeding, then you just remove them silently. Don't have your bouncers do it, just remove them silently, and then you can discuss it off the app. Be like, hey, look,
Yeah.
you gotta respect my life. I'm not here for that. I feel like there's a way
Yeah,
to
you
be
gotta make the bar
respectful
understood. That's
and
why.
to keep a
Yeah.
line, as long as you know that you're respecting yourself and that they're respecting you. Even like I said, even if you're keeping the relationship off the app, you can still be respectable to your partner without being rude to people.
Yeah.
And what I think
Amen.
is the hardest part, I think, especially because 9 times out of 10, if you're dating a streamer, it's long distance, and I think the lack of being like in the same room or in the same, that physical closeness, I think is probably the hardest part. And just the atmosphere of the conversation with the opposite sex, because we all know there's like some sense of flirting, there's some sense of charisma that you got to have that can be taken as flirting, or just the whole aspect of men come in your life because they're physically attracted to you. You have to be able to handle, if someone says, hey, handsome, and I'm like, he sure is. He sure is, girl. Get it. No, don't get it, but I'm kidding. Anyway.
Wow.
I kill you. No, I'm just kidding.
Next thing you know, you
But I
Nah,
think
you
the
ain't
hard
kidding. It
part
be
is
chicks like that.
I like physical closeness, but that physical closeness, like that you can't see that your partner's, like doing what they're doing there, and especially if they're out of state, you can't just drive right to them and be like I need to see you. You know what I'm saying? Like that disconnect can be hard, just not living near each other. And then the missing each other can be good, but sometimes it can be too much missing each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's been 6 months and I'm over here living off of pay-per-view. We'll just say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, if y'all are just pulling up, it's late, you're late. It's okay though. We still have more left to come. We just discussed dating in the streaming world. When or should you be open about your relationship, the boundaries in dating a streamer. But now I want to talk about who should be your biggest support. The next question is, should your partner be your biggest gifter and supporter? Why or why not?
I'm gonna go with nah, shorty. You ain't gonna spend all your money on here. You like, yo, I want that. You gonna spend your money on little me. How you gonna spend your money? You don't gotta be my biggest supporter here because your money is my money. Kinda.
You can do it if you want to. I tell people, do it if you want to, but just know, like, you don't have to do that, because at the end of the day, like, there's other things that you could do for me where it doesn't physically have to be pertaining to my streaming. Like, yeah, I want you there, so yeah, tap in every once in a while, give me every once in a while if you like to, be a boss if you want to, but just know that that's not what's important to me.
Now, if you got bread
There's
to
plenty
just
other
spend,
ways that you can, there's plenty of other ways that you can support me other than on the
Cash App does not take a big cut.
True.
Exactly.
Oh no, Cash
That's what I'm
Cash
saying.
App does take a big cut.
Look,
No,
you
it
don't know
does.
how many
It does.
people don't send me gifts, but my Cash App be dinging. Okay.
Like,
No,
you can
Cash App
ding
takes a
that,
big hit.
and
It
it
takes a
don't
big
take.
hit.
I don't give a damn. It don't take 3 to 5 days.
And it don't take 20%. We'll
He
just
said
say
it take
that.
3 to
Don't take
5 days
20%,
for that
and it
thing to
don't take 3
clear.
to
You hear
5
me?
days for me to
I don't
support.
need it right this
Right.
second.
I
I
ain't
let
gotta
that thing
watch it
clear 3 to
change
5
colors.
days.
Thank
None
you.
of that. I get it right now. Right now.
Right. That's fact.
Some real support.
That's fact. See, my Cash App is weallwegot.com, yo. I just lost my job last week. I ain't trying to laugh about it. I lost my job last week. Yeah, weallwegot.com.
We got that.
Right.
Which one?
But nah, I say nah though. Like kind of like she said, it's other things you can do. You know what I'm saying? That we can do besides, the app, basically. You know what I mean? Like you spend
Right.
time traveling,
It's your
things of that
money.
nature together. Versus spending money on the app. You know what I'm saying? Your app, the
Yeah,
app
because I had
is
somebody
for your
who
thing.
does not swipe on this app at all, but he will sit and watch videos. He'll play the games. He'll do everything to earn some coins. The biggest gift he sent me was the little what is it, the 10K car, and I was like, damn, like where'd you get that from? Like you don't swipe. And people always talk mess to me about him being a bouncer and me just dealing with him. They're like, he's so broken here, and I'm like, look, and I'll pull up my
Yeah, there's some
receipts of
people
my
like
of the
that.
Apple Pays that he sends me. I'll be like, there's $100 there, there's 25 there, there's $50 there, there's another 100 there.
Ooh, talk
Like,
that
See,
shit. Talk that
see,
like
shit.
it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, more
Mm-hmm.
receipts, more receipts.
She got
see.
them
There's other
seashore. You hear me?
things.
He will
Exactly.
walk in and say, and he'll say, Wyatt, look
Ooh,
at
don't be
your
popping
phone. Like he'll put the
champagne in my
emoji phone.
face like that,
I'll look down
girl.
on my phone and there's an Apple Pay sitting right
Better
there for
watch it
me.
now.
Yo,
I'm
my Apple
You know what I'm
Pay.
saying? Oh, she got.
Yo, my
Oh, she
yo,
is. Look at your phone. Bing. Oh, okay.
yo,
True.
my
Thank
Apple
you.
Pay is 804-801-6233.
oh my goodness. Anyways, should your partner be your biggest gifter and supporter is what we're talking about right now. If you guys are just tapping in, and I guess it really depends. Like if you know that you're both popping off each other's live and that you're, supporting your person when the live first starts, check back in if they're not doing so well, then maybe bump it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You have to be strategic
Yeah.
about it if you're gonna support your partner like that. So make sure like you tap in, make sure they're doing good. If nobody's gifting or nobody's talking, whatever, make sure that um, that you tap in and you help boost their live or whatever you got to if nobody is talking. Now, if it's going well, go ahead and either back up, let them take that top bubble or whatever it is, or even maybe gift a little to antagonize them if they don't know who you are or that you guys are dating. Like sometimes you might take you to send a big gift or for people to start gifting. So I guess it's really just be strategic about it and whatever works for y'all. But do I think that they have to be? No, I think it's just kind of up to both of y'all's discretion because I mean, either way, you're like the support can come in different ways. Are you in here at my show every week? Are you holding down the comments? Do you support what they do and the things that mean the most to them? Do you show up? I think a lot of times, just presence, I think is helps. Like, hey, are you on Instagram? Like, hey, share the flyer to their show or whatever it is and to support your partner or whatever they got going on. If they have a business,
Mm-hmm.
support their business, share their business, whatever. I think
Thank
there's
you.
support in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all hit me on the share.
Yeah.
I share everything. I share
Right.
everything.
Hey,
Y'all hit me
anybody.
up.
Yes, that's what we're
I
here
like
for, to
He
sharing.
really
support the
does.
partner. But
Thank you,
I
Sam.
feel like maybe not the biggest gifter, but they should be your biggest supporter. I need you to be my biggest cheerleader. You ever seen Shia LaBeouf in the
So,
just
so
watching
what if
him
they don't
go when
got?
he's
So
like,
what if they don't got no bread to spin on you this
well,
week?
if
They
they don't
might not
have
have
bread,
no bread to
like
spin on you.
you don't listen, do you? Oh,
Let's
Oh
go.
my
Oh
bad.
Lord, Lord. Speaking of
Speaking
bread,
you don't
speaking of bread,
listen.
this is
You
a
Oh,
can
big
support
of
sandwich.
friends
bread,
in other
we got a
ways.
slice right there.
oh,
Listen,
We got
It's
a
a nice
listen.
slice
slice of
right there.
sandwich right there.
FBT,
I'm telling
he makes these little keychains, right? We'll just say he makes these little keychains, but Yo Bay is gonna share your keychain or whatever business it is.
You just here for the clout.
Hey,
I
free
take jets
clout
for
here
clout too. I
every
like those.
Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can get free clout here anytime those top three
Free
bosses
clout,
make sure you hit that button, okay?
and I'll put it on
Anyway, back
IG.
to regularly scheduled programming.
you.
But I feel like you should
Hey,
be my biggest cheerleader. Like I said, Shia LaBeouf, when he in the crowd, just being there. Sometimes presence is the support.
And
Sometimes
who's
and you
Shia
know what it
LaBeouf?
is?
That
man,
dude
make
on
sure
that?
y'all go follow my babe. She has a show tonight at 10 p.m. He don't have to be in here spending all the coins. Let them top three bosses spend money on me. But also be
mm-hmm.
my biggest supporter. You should be my biggest fan wearing a Red
Yeah,
Room Talk shirt.
yeah. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
For
Wearing
sure.
the
For sure.
Red
For
Room
sure.
Talk hat. Like go show
For
my
sure. For
base some
sure.
love. Go share them
Show
posts.
show up when nobody else is.
Yes, you
I
should
had
be
it
there.
where I
If
used
I
to do
gotta be
support
on your show because
and
you
that
ain't got a
person showed
guest
up for
every
me.
week, I'll do that. There is other ways to show support than just monetary. And I think we all go there
I'm in
because, like
there.
I said, money seems to rule everything. Like I just said, everybody didn't even want to share who their partner was because it might mess up the gifts. But you might create more revenue working together, especially if you both
Mm-hmm.
have a common interest. You both are artists, or you're both musicians, or you could really work together to make it work for you. It's really all about your mindset. But anyway, I think we're kind of clear on that. We all kind of
Man,
agreeing.
this joint
Yeah, because I'm
popping
gonna be up
tonight,
in there.
yo. Shout out to the
I'm in
500
there.
viewers, man. Shout out to 500
I'm
viewers
telling you,
tonight on the fucking Gin and Juice
Big
show.
facts. Big
Red
facts.
Room,
Big
buck,
it's
facts.
buck,
juicy in
buck,
here.
buck, buck, buck,
It's real
buck,
juicy
buck.
in here.
Real juicy. Pause.
It's getting real juicy in here. But if y'all are just pulling up, you're a little late. But we do have more left to discuss. Please, in the audience, do not go anywhere. We are going to need you, and not too long here. We're going to need you guys to stick around so you guys can help me with a little something here in a minute, okay? We just discussed dating in the streaming world. When or should you be open about a relationship in the stream? The boundaries in dating a streamer, and your support system. But now I want to discuss how you separate your life from your streaming and real life. This is where a lot of relationships end. She's like, cut.
Yes, I know.
How can you separate your real life love life and your streaming life? And then I want to know, well, I'll ask that first. Can you separate your real life and your streaming life?
Yes.
Anything's possible.
As soon as I
I
turn this
do
motherfucker
I
off,
do
I'm
to
in
a
my
certain
Oh,
regular
it's
extent.
life.
over. Hey, tell him again.
I'm
I,
telling
I,
you.
I
I
turn it
separate the
off.
two to a certain extent, but I'm as real as they come. What you get on the stream is what you're gonna get off the stream. So like what I tell people all the time, oh, what can I DM you? No, we're here right now. You can talk to me here. Well, I want to talk to you and get to know you. You can get to know me here. Whatever I tell you here is the same answer you're gonna get when you give me a phone call.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
and I'm very open and honest. You ask me a question, I'm gonna give you the truth. What do I have to lie for? Are you in a
What's up,
relationship?
Keith?
No. Are you in a relationship? Yes. Like
Yo,
I'm gonna tell you, but you're not gonna know the details.
the crazy
And
thing
then you
about
can
it,
avoid, if you
Okay.
don't want people to know at that moment or just to be nosy, you can just avoid the question. Because I've had people come in here while I was in a relationship. Are you married? Yeah, to the game. To the game.
right.
Or they're like, do you have a boyfriend? Sometimes.
I used to do that too. I used to be like, oh, today
Yeah.
I'm married. Tomorrow I might just be engaged. Who knows?
Yeah.
But so
Y'all
how do you
playing down.
think?
look at
Right,
Now
that.
but
y'all
you have
playing
to
down.
like
That's
think
mine.
to work for you. Like
Ah.
you could still be respectful and still honor your partner.
A lot of boyfriends.
Thank all y'all gifters in here. Please hit those top 3 bubbles and all these folks right here in the box. They came here just to talk to y'all about some real life streaming and love.
Oh heck no! Y'all just
So make
knocked
sure
me
y'all
out
hit
of
them
things
there.
like I wasn't even here. That's some
So I want to know, well, what do you think is the biggest part? Like, do you think you should really discuss the stream outside of once you're off here? Should it stop there? Do you think it should just stop there?
I try not to talk about tags when I'm talking to somebody off the app. We might talk a little bit about it because it's something that we both do. Because most of the people I meet are on tags. But for the most part, if I can help it, I try really hard to only talk about my day, not in regards to that.
If y'all both streamers, we gotta have a balance. If y'all both streamers, we gotta have a balance with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You definitely gotta have a balance with it.
Okay, so my second part of that question.
Yeah, that's a whole of my story.
Would you give up streaming for a relationship?
Groundhog ugly.
I'd definitely give up streaming. I would.
I've done it, but
I definitely would. I'd do that shit quickly. I do it quickly. I just don't stream, shorty. Yo, you the female. I feel like I'm 40 years old. You the female that I'm gonna die with. If you don't want me to stream, we don't gotta stream. This shit ain't. I mean, that's my opinion. Like if you don't want me to stream, I won't stream.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000. If you can make up for my revenue that I'm getting for streaming, I will end this. It's done.
Well, that's true.
You can just call me or no way, because there'll be no more G-Way.
Or no way.
I'm dead serious.
I've had that conversation. They said,
I'll
would I
just be
leave?
or no way.
Would I leave streaming for them? And I said, are you gonna make up for what I'm earning?
And that's where I think that's where my argument's always been with anyone who was like, I want you to stop streaming. Well, if you're gonna pay my bills and let me be a stay-at-home dog mom, then by all means. By all
Hey,
means.
Shorty got that bread.
But when
bread
I ask you for $20 because I need to go to the store to go buy you something,
Right.
don't get mad because listen, I could have made that money on my own in less than 10 minutes. So don't get mad if I need you to take care of me in the way I need you to take care of me, but you wanted me to stop something that brought in revenue. It's really just a business mind. Do you have a business mind, or are you willing to take up for what their lack of income is now?
But see, I also use it to my advantage because I do move numbers, and a lot of dudes, they want me to keep streaming. They'll be like, why ain't you live? Like when I get into my little mode where I'm like, I'm not going to stream it. I'm just going to sit on the line with you for, today. Let me take my little break. And they start to notice. They'll be like, well, why ain't you live? Why ain't you live? And then I watch and I pay attention. Why do you want me live so much? Why do you want me to go get these, like, they'll talk about, oh, go get your jets, go get your dragons, go get you, your gifts. And I'm sitting there like, why? Why are you bugging me to go get this bag right now?
So
They want a piece of the pie.
You can bring it to me.
They want a piece of pie. I'm like, okay.
Because especially if they know that's your thing and that's how you can make money. The right man. Yeah, I don't remember before the whole Will and Jada entanglement thing. You remember any event they were at? What did he do? Was wanting to show her off, and I feel like that's what I want. Show me off, boo, and then if you want me to be on here, or if you want me to make money, and that I can make money on this thing because I'm smart and I'm business minded and I know how to make money, then by means let me do it. But I'm gonna have to do it. I have to do it the way I have to do it. Then you can't sit there and tell me, oh, this, but that's not how the money is going to be made. That you doing, that you're just trying to make your money, but if you can't give me what I'm lacking, then you got to make up for that. So glad my mom don't know how much I'm right, that part. But for me, I guess when I'm in a relationship or excuse me, when I'm to the point of marriage or things of that nature, your money, my money, your money. I don't believe in the separation of funds unless you're talking about you have your own little savings that you want to save up. That's just my opinion. Anyways, you pay everything and you separate the rest. But anyways, if you're just pulling up, y'all, it is almost over. Tonight's topic is all fair in love and streaming, the inside look on the dating in the streaming world. You're definitely late, y'all, but don't fret. You can find us every week on YouTube. Y'all right there in the audience, please do not go anywhere. I'm going to need you in just a moment. But make sure you guys go on my profile, click that YouTube and subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram, y'all. We are almost 1,600 followers, so go ahead and follow me there. But we have come to that time of the night, y'all. Okay.
Man, this shit was quick.
That's what he said.
Quick as hell.
That's what he said.
Queens up in here.
When you hear that sound, that means we are at our hot seat question segment, y'all. This is where I need you guys in the audience to move these comments. You understand? We are going to do things a little different this season. Our hot seat question is now left up to the fate of the audience. Yes, left up to the fate of the audience. I went to Instagram to ask our peers what they wanted to ask for this week's hot seat question. If you want your question to be featured on next week's episode, y'all please go in there and tap in and click on that dang thing and submit a question. And no, don't ask me if I'm single or if I want a man or what I like or none of that, because that is not what that's for. Go by the topic and tell me the question you want to know for the show, okay? Yes, no, maybe so. Anyways. Now it's the time for y'all to enter in the comments who on the panel you want to answer tonight's question before I reveal it. Y'all go ahead and enter in the comments now who you choose on the panel. Yes, it could be me too. It could be G-Way. All of us here as a collective, you guys, enter in the comments who you want to answer this week's question. We have a whole lot of G-Ways right there.
Yeah.
That was
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yes, Lord, put them on the spot. I love it here. Yes, put them on the spot. I love y'all. I love y'all down there. Yes, Lord, I love y'all.
Wow.
Yes,
You what?
well, put them
You
on the
what? You what?
Okay.
put them on the
All right.
stock, shorty. Yes,
All
Well,
Lord.
right.
I guess
So you
the
just
Mm-hmm.
audience
butter me up
spoke,
with
and
some
the
gifts.
audience says
Okay.
that
Mm-hmm.
tonight's, and I know I'm gonna kick Pit Bully's butt for even sending me a verse right now. He's getting in. He's got to send me a.
Why he
So
always do that?
G-Way,
Why he always do that?
this week Kate wrote in and asked, "How do you feel about your partner in a sense of flirtation on the stream? How do you deal with the jealousy that comes along with the opposite sex? How do you deal with your feel about your partner in the sense of flirtation on the stream? First of all,
I love it. I love it. It's a turn on for me because, like, if I'm dating a streamer, I'm the person that sits in the background, and I'd be like, "Ha, ha, ha, yeah, you thought she was going to, but she really going to." You feel me? Like that's me. I'm like demonic in that sense. So, it does a lot for me. I like it. I like it a lot. Like flirt more. That way, when you turn the stream off, you already hot, and I'm already hot, and you know what's popping. At the end of the day, I bring the butter, you bring the popcorn, so you know what's going on.
he's like,
You know, just
I'm
I
a
like
buddy
it.
your bread." He's like,
Yeah, yeah, you do it. Right. Show you right. I like that. Yeah,
Buddy
that
so
got me
how do
popcorn.
you
thinking.
deal with jealousy
Ain't
that
nothing wrong
comes
with no
along?
innocent flirting.
That's why we chose him to answer, because y'all knew he was gonna give a raw. Anyway,
Mhm.
how would
Mm-hmm.
you deal?
Yeah.
How would you deal with
Mm-hmm.
jealousy that comes along with the opposite sex? How would you go about dealing with that? The jealousy that comes
Like
along.
somebody who's jealous of me for flirting.
Yeah. Like when if your partner
Like
became
if they're
jealous of
jealous of um and then why at the end of the day, if you met me, you know I like to flirt. Like that's me. Like why you gonna be mad at me for doing something that you fell in love with me for doing in the first place? I mean I flirt. But as long as I don't
Yeah.
take it to that, as long as I don't take it to that other level, it shouldn't even make you mad, in my opinion. Like it's a line, you know, not to cross that line. I can flirt
Mm-hmm.
with you all day, every day, but when I turn this mug off, I know who the heck I'm going to. I know who the heck I love.
No
I
man.
know who the heck I give my
No man.
attention to.
That part.
Yeah.
No man.
I mean, at the end of the day, you got to understand the game and know how to play the game in order to stay in the game.
Amen.
Hmm.
Shit.
Okay,
Check,
I can see
please.
that. I'm just gonna answer this, but how do you deal with or flirt? How do you feel about your partner in a sense of flirtation this gym? As long as it's like tasteful, like it's not sexual. It's like, like we have banter, like you come in and like you throw balls at somebody, and that's kind of like that's a sense of flirtation. Like that's your thing. Like, oh, I'm gonna hit you. Some weird. This app can be weird in the way people flirt. I can dig that. Or if you have that charismatic personality, like what?
That's petty.
But
Mhm.
that it's not who you really are. Even though I might be like, ow, at the end of it that I'm a lady and that I have high regard for myself.
Mhm.
So I feel like, or
Take
something
them
like that
balls,
right
baby.
there.
Take them balls
Now,
right there.
Take
Mhm.
them balls,
that
baby.
it is what it
Take
is. I'm going
them
to kick your butt
balls.
after this live here free, but only because you took my first milli. But then how do you deal with jealousy that comes? I'm going to be honest. It's so hard for me. It's so hard. It's hard for me. I'm going to be honest because I'm very territorial when it comes to my partner. Not jealous exactly, but very territorial. First of all, hands off. Second of all, because some of these have first be known, especially if you're open about your relationship. That's when I say, if I'm open about my relationship and you're getting a little too friendly, like if I'm in here doing my thing and then I'm running it, like, girl, go sit your butt down. I'm here, I'm present, and he got what he needs. That'd be like another woman going to make your man's plate.
Thank you, brother.
That's just how I feel. But I don't mean like it. Just you have to be respectful. If you're not being respectful, you still have to respect your partner. I can deal with other women talking or saying you're handsome. That's fine. People are gonna do it. Men are gonna come in here and say I'm beautiful. And if you can't handle that, then well, you're blind and stupid. Just gonna say it that way. It's all about respect. But you guys know we have now come to the end of the show. Man, that really was quick. But you guys, you can stick around and talk your stuff that is not appropriate for after the show. But I always come to this conclusion where I wrap up with a quote to have this sense of to bring it all together, wrap it up, place the healing type thing. But after that, I'll let you guys go ahead and give your outros and tell us what you guys got going on the app again. And we already know what FDT is doing. So this week's quote is,
What am I doing?
Right.
Right, what am I doing?
hold on, what am I doing?
I was like,
He
what is
gonna
he
be on
doing?
Red Room,
Right.
okay?
Did I miss
I was
something?
about to say, what are you doing too?
Whether via social media or in person, building your relationships is a long-term process. And the ultimate goal is to strengthen your network one person at a time. Raymond Arroyo. But y'all, this has been the Red Room Talk. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I'm so big on gratitude, so I want to appreciate each and every one of y'all for bringing your real selves, because I know each and every one of y'all all brought something different to the live tonight, so I appreciate having you. I definitely would love to have you all on again, and I'll ask you again, trust me. But yeah, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. So let's give your outros. First of all, we are polite here in the Red Room yet again. So Miss Wyatt, go ahead and let us know what you got going on about your featured show and whatever events you got coming up.
All right. Well, Wyatt Matter. I'm here every day, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, sometimes 10:30 a.m. Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern. My headphone died. Wednesdays at 11 p.m. Eastern. Found a Way with Wyatt Matter. We are featured now. Banner should be up this coming week. We take the unconventional relationships and lifestyles, and we let our guests explain the perks, the benefits, and all the good fuzzy things in regards to their unconventional relationship and how they found a way to make it their norm. And then I have an auction on February 18th. If you guys are interested in joining, 50K Castle entry. You have until the 11th to enter if you guys are interested in that.
When is what? Say it again.
February 18th, and you have until February 11th to send your entry.
Okay, what kind of what is it? What is it called?
It's my sweetheart auction, so it's verse style. So all the love goes to your stream. You'll verse me. All your love goes to your stream. All your support. Nothing comes to me. Tips are not, required, but they are definitely appreciated because I am doing this for my birthday. And yeah, it's just, something. I've always been a part of auctions. I just never hosted my own, so I thought it was time for me to do my own.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What you got going on, Cutthroat, aka FT?
Hey man, you know, I'm in the cut all week. You feel me? So catch me when you can, and we won't just smoke weed and politics. You know, I'm about.
That my dog.
And I just got nothing going on. I just want to know, did everybody find out the way that they're allergists? Because everybody's an allergist in one way. Do y'all know what
I'm a weed
allergists are?
allergist. I'm a weed
See?
allergist.
There you go.
I'm a Red Room allergist. Okay.
See, there you go. What's up, G-Way? G-Way, you a what allergist?
I'm a lot of allergies.
He was gonna say
Why it
something.
matter?
Why
it matter? What's your allergy?
I feel you on that, girl.
Look,
That
I'm a
pole
green
allergist.
allergist.
There you go.
G-Way, let us know what you got going on, my guy.
I'm a green allergist.
Oh man, I got a lot going on, but next week I think I'm going to cancel my shows. I am taking donations to help out a friend of mine that is going through some turmoil. So if you catch me live next week, please come through, donate. We trying to help her out. She got a lot going on the app. Not on the app but in real life, so we trying to help her because she's a single mother. So I think I'm taking all donations next week, so make sure y'all tune in with me. Y'all catch me live. I'm doing that for her next week, so I ain't having no shows next week. But other than that, man, make sure y'all tune into the Instagram for more information because there's a lot going on. So I'm just trying to be there for a friend next week, so make sure y'all tune in, pop in, donate. We gonna try to get some events and stuff going on for her.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna put a lot of stuff together for her. Definitely doing that for her.
She's definitely a good friend to me also, and she's a big supporter of a lot of people here on this app. So make sure y'all tap in. We'll have a graphic made up by tomorrow to kind of see how to help her. But anyways, I'm your host, Jen and Juice, y'all. You can find me here everywhere. I gotta hear y'all say it this time. Every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern
Saturday.
Standard Time. I just
Saturday.
want to hear Artie. I just
I
wanted to
can't roll
hear
my R.
FDT say it.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh my
Saturday.
goodness, bro. Yeah.
Yo,
I just
Saturday.
want to
Why
hear
say it?
FDT
Why
say it.
say it?
Okay.
Why say it one time? For the one time.
I'm
Say it one
so
time for the one time. For the
horrible.
one time. Say it.
But y'all, make sure you tap in every
Saturday.
Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern. We do have shirts coming out soon. I'm waiting on my shirt to be delivered. It says Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, it's now marketed. So wait for those shirts to come in. We do help people produce shows. So make sure y'all tap in with what we got going on. Or if you want something yourself, just tap in with us and we can help you out. But other than that, y'all, you can catch me late nights into early mornings. And yeah, that's what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and play this song as a little outro. By the end of this song, those top 3 gifters get a graphic made by me. Okay.
Quantum Sounds Production. What up, sound? Quantum Sounds Production. What up, sound?